Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today I wanted to kind of talk about and go over having enough firewood on hand for the winter season. Right now it's what, just over the first week of August here, and usually around this time is when I start delivering to my customers their wood for the winter season. But I've been doing it already I've been delivering wood all year, but my repeat customers have already been buying and getting their wood for this winter, which is fine. I'd rather start doing it now than do it when it's really cold out and snow and whatnot. But what's really odd is all my previous customers, when I have a lot of them, they're ordering their wood already, but they're also ordering more than they usually do, which that's good, you know. But I'm like, man, do they know something I don't know? Like, do they think it's going to be extremely cold this year, or, which is fine for me. I mean, I'd rather it be cold than hot, so. And, but it's not just one or two customers, it's every single one are ordering more than they usually do, so. Which is, I'm like, man, do I have enough wood for my own personal use? Because I separate my stuff. I split them bigger, a little bit bigger. They're longer, they're odd shapes. You know, because I put it in our boiler, so it's no big deal, right? So last year, when we were heating just the house, the garages, and so on, you know, I had this full, and it's not full as you can tell. It's starting to rain, so hopefully you guys can hear me, which is good because it hasn't rained since the storm. This holds back in there about probably a little over 4 cords. When this was full in here, this would hold 5, and as you can tell, some of it fell over. This is, we haven't put wood in here in months, so I have 2 full rows and a start of a third. So it's probably just over, it's like almost 2.5 full cords in there. And then I'll walk over to my other drying yard for the boiler, but so no, I'm like, man, do we have enough wood? Because now, like I said, you know, besides the house, a snow melt, now I'm going to be running the kiln for sure. But I know we do, because I don't know how much wood I have over here, but I have a lot. And we still burn in the summer, so to heat our hot water, and the only thing we're burning is just scraps, right? From making wood, and I've been cutting down occasionally some dead ash trees, and I burn all the branches, I burn everything just to utilize what we got here for free, so, which is good. So, and we're going to be making a lot of firewood here shortly, so I'm going to have a lot of scraps. Let's throw this piece on here. So everything in here is for our personal use, and I have the rest of these totes that used to be sitting here in the next to the kiln. That was my original test run, so that was 5 more. But this is primarily oak, a little bit of maple in here. There's probably some ash, of course, but look, if you look at these pieces, they're not picture perfect by any means. I mean, that's super long, super knotty piece. You know, look at that. I mean, like I said, this is all boiler stuff, but it is good wood. I mean, that's a nice tote there, but so all of this, so I processed these 3 yesterday. This is all silver maple. Yeah, you know, it's August, but this stuff will be super dry by winter time. Not too concerned about it. If it's not, I'll throw it in the kiln, no big deal. So all of this will be for this winter. Let me look here. This is some cutoffs. You know, I mean, this is very dry already. You know, just odd pieces. Like, look at this here, you know. We were splitting them real big. I'm not sure what kind of wood this is because it weighs nothing. So a lot of this stuff was, you know, insufficient grade that I would sell to customers. So like here's all cut off, small pieces. So this all is for the boiler for this winter. Like I said, you would rather have more wood than not enough, right? to make sure you get through the winter, especially if we actually have a cold one. Because last winter, I don't know if you guys remember, it was, for at least us, it was pretty warm. So what do we got? That's a cord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 6. So yeah, just with these totes and the ones I have in there, that's 11 full cords of wood just right here, plus the what, 7.5. So I think we have plenty, hopefully. I mean, obviously running the kiln and everything, if at once, does take up a lot of heat, a lot of wood. But like I said, I'm still going to be making a lot of wood. I'm going to be having a lot of scraps that I'm just going to throw into either totes or bags, probably bags, but we'll see. I do like the totes because I can easily move them around. The bags are nice too, but once I set them down, that's where they stay until it's empty, right? So wish it would continue to rain. I got a burn out here, but so yeah, I guess being prepared, you know, and it's always nice to have leftover wood, so it's just less for you to have for the next burn season, right? Especially those that don't heat during the summer to heat their hot water if you have a boiler or whatnot. So, but yeah, like some of this, it's hard to tell. I don't want to turn the lights on because it's not that dark, but this is all like elm. You can see how stringy it is, and you can feel the moisture in here. I mean, it's not, this stuff is the most recent, of course. It's not that dry, but it's plenty for the boiler. So, and this is some of our hardwood kindling that we sell. Some more hardwood, cedar. So yeah, just kind of, you know, going over making sure that you have enough wood for the, you know, the upcoming burn season. I mean, if you're not stocked up now and you don't buy it and you do it your own self, you're probably SOL, depending on the kind of wood that you're that you have that you can split up and burn. Unless you're doing some more softwoods, you'd probably be ready to go. But you know, so I think like when we burned inside the house 2-3 years ago, we have a wood stove insert. It's a Yodel 50 or 550 or something. It was like the highest end one they had at the time. That heated our whole house the whole winter. We had it burned non-stop 24/7. We'd throw a bunch of wood in before we go to bed, kind of deal. So as soon as we started, say late October, it ran every day until, you know, springtime or whatever. And we burned, I think it was almost exactly 5 full cords. And if you've been following along, our house is 3,000 square feet. Yeah, it'd be a little bit colder upstairs, but that's fine. That's where we sleep. I'm okay with that. So but you know, so the average, if you can get logs, if you have wood that you can cut down, if you have woods, you know, can you process, you know, cut up and split? How long would it take you to do? Well, depending on the splitter you have, right? Obviously, you know, with this guy here, I can process 5 cords of wood in a day, no problem. I mean, it's a long day. You need more than one person, of course. You can do it, right? I mean, but if you got to cut it all up and then split it, maybe not. You know, and then I think the average person has, you know, a splitter like this, right? And I've split, I don't know, thousands of face cords, thousands of cords of wood with this. So you can do it. You can do it with either one. So if you have the wood and you cut it all up and you split it, you can easily get your stock done within a week, you know, if you take your time, you know, do a cord a day. So you can do it, you know. And those that rely on just, you know, wood heat, this, you know, what I'm saying is irrelevant, because, you know, you get it done, you do it, and then you're done. So, and I'm sure a lot of you guys, you know, probably buy your firewood, which is fine. I mean, it keeps me in business as well. But, you know, like me, I separate all the wood. As far as softwoods go, I usually keep that for us to burn. I do keep, obviously, some oak, you know. I use that one, it's really cold, so I can get longer burn times out of it. And I burn a lot of ash. Pretty much what I burn is locust, hickory, ash, sugar maple, hard maple, cherry occasionally. I usually separate that for my specialty customers. But we're fortunate to actually have hardwoods around here, so my customers don't want soft, which is fine. You know, please keep raining. But so it all depends on what you have, but you know, that's us burning, you know, that was 5 cords. That was actually good wood. So, but yeah, no, it's I got going back to what I started with. Do my customers know that it's going to be a cold winter or early winter, and I don't, you know, so, and if it is, you better have your wood, and if you don't, you better get on the list to order it, because if it is going to be cold, you know, hopefully your suppliers that you have around you have wood. I'm anticipating this year I'm going to be selling probably 4 times what I did last year, hopefully. My processor, the ones that have been following along, it's in assembly right now. I know they're waiting on some hydraulic piece or parts or whatever. So I'm thinking by the end of the month I should have this processor here, because as soon as I get it, it's going to be put to work. So, and I'm going to be getting log trucks in and processing wood, and I'll be doing that for a long time, intermixed with doing deliveries. So all that wood I process, I'm going to stick in the kiln for probably a day or 2 to get the moisture content down to be burnable. So there's gonna be wood going in and out, just to get that wood, you know, burnable for people to burn this winter, which is fine. You know, to get it down below 20% won't be that bad. Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of losing money on it doing that, but I want to grow my customer base, and hopefully a lot of customers want kiln dried wood this year, so I can actually utilize it, make a little bit extra money. So, but yeah, it's so yeah, some of this is some ash that I throw in from time to time in the boiler. This is all stuff that I cut down here. I cut this stuff down like 3 weeks ago, so, and split it, and it's all wet. It's all wet, but it's all ash. It burns just fine. I throw a couple of those in a day in the boiler. So like I said, this was 2-3 weeks ago, and I've used maybe half, maybe. So I'm just trying to be resourceful of what I got. So, but no, today is like it's a cooler day, but it's damp, or extremely damp. And it's raining right now, which is nice, because it's like a desert out there, so. But, yeah, so no, sorry I've been a little bit lack on content here. Like I said before, we had the big storm come through 2 weeks ago today's Friday, yep, 2 weeks ago today. And I've been just non-stop every day, all day doing that. Today's kind of a day I got to get stuff done around here. I got a big job tomorrow, and then it continues after that. So, so yeah, sorry about that, but good things to come. The processor will be here, so I'll be making videos on that because I'm going to be using it a lot. As we get closer to winter, I'll probably post some more boiler stuff. If you guys want to see more, just let me know what you guys kind of want to see, whether it's, you know, continuing the testing phase or results going on forward with the kiln. You know, if you want to know more stuff on, you know, owning and operating my boiler during the summer, I can kind of go over my thoughts on it. Is it worth doing? How much wood do I think I roughly burned? And so on. I can talk about that. If you want to know more of my process on the firewood business, or if you want to see some more stuff on when we do tree jobs, I'm not really too keen on making videos on that, because usually I feel like whenever you do something like that, something could go wrong. But it's not just that. There's a lot going on usually. I'm not going to wear a GoPro when I'm up in the trees or cutting. I mean, I could, I guess. I mean, it takes a lot of time to film that. And usually when we're working, we're trying to be safe, but try to move as quickly as possible and just get done and get out. So, And a lot of my customers, they do like their privacy, so just like I do. Like I said, why I want it to rain today, I want to get this burned. Some garbage chunky wood that I'm not going to mess with. I'm not going to split. Just some scrapings of, you know, little debris I'm trying to burn, and some branches around the property that blew down and I'm not going to chip and whatnot. So, but yeah, just kind of moving forward. If you guys want to see certain things, let me know. I think I'm going to do a live stream here shortly with a couple other guys, maybe, depending on how it goes. So, you know, comparing like either the boiler or the kiln process or firewood, that kind of thing, to talk about the differences, you know, our clientele and our processes, how they're different. But I think that'll be pretty exciting. But we'll see. Hopefully soon enough we'll get that going here. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up today, just talking about this upcoming burn season, how much wood that I have in inventory for us alone, which is a lot. I think I'm probably just shy of 18, 20 full cords, but I'm going to get a lot more with some cutoffs that I'm going to be getting from the wood and so on. So I'm set. Obviously, if we do get a lot of snow and the snow melt's going to be running, I do burn a lot of wood while I got the snow melt on, because the requirement of the BTUs is a lot. So, but that's okay. Usually I'm burning just my garbage wood just to get through the heated up, and within a couple hours it's warm, so it's no big deal. So but yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for today. It's kind of, I'm all over the place today, but yeah, just sorry the content's been a little down. It's been extremely busy, and it's not that I forgot, it's just I've been extremely tired. I mean, we're working long days, it's been hot, so it's kind of a bad excuse, but that's reality. But yeah, so moving forward, I'm going to try to do at least a couple a week, keep you guys informed what's going on. This next, you know, couple months, it's going to be very busy with firewood deliveries and so on. So depending on what I got going on, I can film a lot of that. Maybe I'll show delivering to a couple of customers, and you know, I'll have a lot of videos coming up on the processor, you know, getting it to using it for the first time, and once I get comfortable, I'll post some stuff on how fast I can produce, how much wood can I produce in an hour. You know, hopefully it's around 3-4 full cords of wood. So, you know, I'm going to try to do it where I can get the whole log truck, 12.5 cords, 12 cords, whatever, done in a day. If we can do that, that's a lot of work, but I think we can do it. So, and then moving forward, I got some other stuff going on where you'll see. It's pretty exciting stuff. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below what kind of content you want to see moving forward. And are you guys ready for this winter? I mean, it's right around the corner. How much wood do you guys go through? What kind of stove or boiler, or what do you guys have to heat? I'm curious, you know, I kind of want to know what kind of followers I have and what you guys want to see. What do you want me to talk about? You know, and so on. So, but yeah, let me know. And as always, keep burning.